alors, et what, mon ami, may I ask, is this?
Howdy folks, and a very warm welcome to another die-cast distress calls video. So, today I shall be restoring a Matchbox Series 175th Alvis Stalwart, number 61, B1. Which was produced by Matchbox from 1966 to 1971. I have included some photos of the Stalwart model in excellent condition, and with their original boxes. Nothing like looking at some eye candy to get us in the mood. As you can see, the model varies in different colors, like the body and the wheels, depending on the year of the manufacture of the model. I have additionally included some photos of the actual vehicle whilst in service with the British Army, and adopted by foreign armed forces and also civilian agencies in the role of emergency and logistical vehicles. So, with no further ado, let's examine the model on the old magic roundabout, and have a close-up view of what distress my model is currently in, and what our intrepid inspector has discovered for us to restore. Merci beaucoup mon ami, another job well done, and bravo to the fondly known amphibious Starly for being a unique, robust and splendid 6x6 vehicle. My model has certainly been played with over the years, by its previous young owners, and the paint is chipped, exposing the bare metal of the model in many places. The vehicle is pretty grubby and has had its share of off-road driving by its previous owners. My model is sporting green wheel hubs, which apparently are the most common vehicles to find. However, the yellow wheel hub versions are not so commonly available, unless you are a super sleuth detective. Monsieur Inspector, I think that we may have another assignment for you very shortly. My model is missing all its 6 black tires, and its yellow canopy, which will require to be procured and replaced. This is apparently quite common with these models. The BP insignia and exploration stickers have long since deteriorated, which I will also have to procure online to complete this restoration. The axles are a little rusty, however, can be salvaged. The windscreen appears not to have any cracks or scratches. You can see clearly on the base of the model Matchbox series, made in England by Lesney, Alvis Stalwart, number 61. I'm going to start by drilling into the middle of the rivet with a number 4 drill bit, just taking enough of the rim or lip of the rivet to allow the lower body part to be separated from the top part. Here I am splitting the 2 halves of the model and extracting the plastic windscreen, and inspecting for any damage, and it appears that the model's suspension system is also attached in one single piece, a very ingenious design by Matchbox, and the windscreen only needs a good cleanup. However, it appears that a segment of the suspension system has broken off, which will require to be reattached. Next up, I am drilling into the rivet post, to fit a screw, so that I can secure the 2 pieces of the model again later. Now I am going to tap the rivet post that I just drilled out. Firstly, I place a very small amount of oil into the cavity, to assist the cutting of the tapped small blades. Once the rivet post has been tapped, I introduce a very small 2mm size Allen screw button headed into the cavity, making sure that it is a nice tight fit, and later we'll be able to secure the lower base part of the model to the top part. Here is a close-up of the screws that I usually utilize when restoring models. Now I shall remove the axles and wheels of the model by using the rotary tool to file off the ends of the burrs on the axles. So here I have all the parts disassembled and ready for the next steps, which will be a right good old cleanup and getting the model ready for painting.
Wow! Now that's what I'm talking about. That's how we roll. Well done, die-cast distress.
Double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Well, as if by magic, I have all my disassembled pieces all cleaned up. I fixed the broken piece of the plastic wheel suspension tab. I also found 6 old tires for my model in one of my spares box, and I gave a good scrubbing to the wheel hubs and tires, and a polish of the 2 metallic parts with my power tool. The windscreen also had a good clean. Well, my model looks like it's ready for the next steps, which will be the preparation for painting, namely spraying on the base coat or undercoat onto the 2 metallic halves of my model. I spray painted the upper and lower halves of the model with Tamiya light grey surface primer. This is an excellent product and provides a good solid first coat on the metal parts and is fine enough not to obscure the details of the cast, which I will show you. I always try to spray paint outdoors, weather depending, and put the parts on brochette sticks and sometimes utilize crocodile clips attached to the posts. I think that you will agree that although the model is a simple form, the detail is of a very high standard. You can make out the propulsion system at the rear of the vehicle, as it was an amphibious military vehicle. We can additionally see hinges, handles, vents, rivets, headlights, brake lights, indicators, fuel caps, the ribs on the bedding of the model, latches, and something worth noting, Matchbox designers have even included the manufacturer's Alvis emblem on the front of their Stalwart model, which is really amazing. I additionally noticed that in the casting revealed by our Tamiya spray paint allies is the numerals 1 and a 0 cast into the pieces. I can only presume that these numerals were to assist the assembly line personnel in identifying the correct parts to be assembled. Maybe another case for our intrepid detectives to resolve this interesting enigma. My next step is to paint the body and chassis in white gloss. As it's a lovely day, I thought that I would spray paint the items outdoors, utilizing my trusty modified brochette sticks and wearing my indispensable respirator mask to protect myself from those pesky aerosol fumes. The model was missing its 6 tires, however I managed to source tires from, yes, you guessed it, one of my spare tires boxes. However, as you can see, the tires were a bit worn and in distress, and they too needed a couple of coats of Tamiya black gloss paint to liven them up. So, with all the parts cleaned up and then painted, this is what I have so far. Not bad, however, I will still require the yellow plastic canopy and the BP stickers to finish this project. So, I sent out a distress call to my international network, and my call was answered loud and clear.
Secret Squirrel has just what you need right here.
Great job, Secret, and just in the nick of time. I knew my spies in the bush would come through and answer my distress calls. I can move ahead with the restoration, as I now have all the parts that I needed. So I will start by assembling the wheel hubs to the axles. Once this was accomplished, I then reinstalled the windshield/suspension tab. Then I secured the bottom part to the body by inserting the front tab in the slot and then securing the two parts together with the 2M don't head Allen screw. The next stage was to place the BP Explorer stickers on both sides of the model, and finally to fit the yellow plastic canopy, and job done. Don't worry, secret. I won't divulge any confidentiality until the end, it is a surprise after all. So, I will remind myself of what was initially discovered by our intrepid detective and what condition my model was found in. Well, firstly, my model was certainly play-worn, and had many chips, impacts to its paintwork. All the 6 tires were missing, including the yellow canopy. The axles were rusted and one was bent out of shape, the windscreen was pitted with decades of dirt. And the BP Exploration stickers had disintegrated somewhat over the years. So, let us take a look at the restored model on the old Magic Roundabout. Well, I think that you may agree that my model certainly looks much better now. And now I can share my little secret with you. Yes, yet again our intrepid detectives found me a yellow hubbed Stalwart model, which I was also restoring covertly at the same time. So here are both of them together on the old Magic Roundabout. What a pair of beauties. Now let's see both models in their natural environment, deep in the tundra of Alaska. Well, another distress call was answered. Many thanks for watching. Please share the video, subscribe and click like if you enjoyed the content. It helps me grow the channel. And please don't forget that these 2 little gems can won by you viewers, as soon as I can obtain 2,000 likes to this video. Keep safe, be kind and let's catch up soonest. Well, I don't know about you, but I am off to have a lovely cup of tea.
Have a cup of tea, have another one, have a cup of tea. Have a cup of tea.